The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Former Longhorn with it. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That is Josh Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. With it is Brown. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Eagles. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 35-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On first down, it's Blue. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Completes it to Austin. And way up past the 35 before it's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Rolling to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Oh, the legit sweep to start the drive. And they'll get this down only to about the 46.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball.
Powering his way forward.
And he will be taken down here, and that's certainly not how you draw it up. A clever idea, I guess, to try to return the missed field goal, but it's going to wind up costing him yardage.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Second and 7.
They'll go to Barkley again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
But Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. In this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
73.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Prescott to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
And it's into the hands of Tolbert.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Throwing, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Handoff, Blue running right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Left side to Lamb. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They go play action with Hurts. Eluding the... he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Lamb will go in motion. They go with blue between the tackles. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Prescott now. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 16. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Cowboys.
And again, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
It's caught. Tolbert. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Completes this one to Pickens. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Milton. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, 45 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this third quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up for the INT.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Keely Ringo getting to the ball and handing them a loss on the play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing is Milton. Escaping the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Milton. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go. 19 tight. Trap 50.
Here's Milton now to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw, it's Milton. He hits Blue. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
18, 5 years.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jahad Campbell. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw. Complete to Austin here over the middle.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Hurts.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley.
Well, you know me, partner, I never tell him to back off being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you gotta go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 6 now.
63. Don't touch that.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Trying to
shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now Milton.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Milton.
Flushed out right.
And this one too low.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Eagles, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside